I'm opening up to the flow. It's pouring in the back of my head, out my hands, through this computer, out through the system. And folks, I welcome you, any and all of you now, just to simply step back within yourselves, out of the frontal lobes of your brain, back into your soul center, and back deeper into the psychic center, where we can reach out and unify our field and feel this radiance of energy that's available to you. It's all around you. It's just waiting for you to open up and listen and learn about love, how to make right choices. Feel this energy. It's a power. It's a force. Just like Rachel said, it is the universal consciousness flowing in through our hands now, which is potential. It's incredible potential that is directed by the group mind consciousness of our indwelling souls and our choices to operate, to manifest, to function in dominion that we've been talking about. And we just entered into the photon belt, as Rachel indicated. And this is a band of energy that's out in our system, galactic system that we're moving into. We cycle through it, I think it's every 24,000 years or 6,000 years or something like that. But there's 2,000 years of opportunity through higher frequencies of consciousness, of God force consciousness, that lifts us up, and just through pure radiation helps us to be stimulated, to stimulate our DNA to become more functional. And in this case, in this group that we're working with, because a few of us are accomplishing the very fact that we're reassembling the strands of our DNA, not from just 2 strands up to 12. That potential is there within every cell in our bodies. Feel this radiation coming through you now, and through those who have already accomplished this, you're resonating the pattern of frequency that is resonating out through this radio program to everyone who's willing to listen and participate and download these energies, these potentials, so that you can begin to think, act, and feel in higher consciousness. That's the process of moving into the 4th dimension. And the 4th dimension is that time-space interval where we learn who we really are. We remember our gifts and our abilities. We reassemble through the DNA strands our gifts and abilities. We become not only psychic, but we become spiritual. We all become healers not only of ourselves, but of our world. And that is what's so drastically needed right now. We were pushed right to the edge of absolute destruction of our world. That's where we are now. Although, just like David said, it's all very nicely covered up out there. But the world is incredibly sick right now, and we can heal it. It's our responsibility. That's what dominion is all about, as expressed in the first pages of the Bible. And man shall be in dominion of all the creatures of the earth, and the plants that grow, and swim in the seas, in the oceans, and fly in the air. Man shall be in dominion of. That means the caretakers of, not the dominators of, the takers of, or the controllers of, or the destructors of. It's our responsibility as God force beings to learn how to function and manage this planet, the natural resources of this planet. That's the most essential job we have, is to understand and learn what dominion is, and to move into that state of consciousness where we are justifiably prepared and ready to move out into the rest of the galaxy and to meet our brothers and sisters out there. They desperately want us to move out there in dominion and not in domination, because if we go out there with our hydrogen bombs and our destructive consciousness, they'll meet us right at the gate, and we'll not be allowed to go through. Now internalize that. By internalizing it, just take it out of the frontal lobes of your brain, close your eyes, and step back in the mid part of your brain. As you do that, you feel this information in the frontal lobes of your brain. Much of this information is frequencies that are resonating through the galactic flow and through us now, coming into you, helping you to learn and helping you to be stimulated to understand how it works and what is needed from each and every one of you. Assimilate that now. Now wrap your awareness around that pressure in your forehead, because that's the knowledge that's coming in on the consciousness level from all sources. Pull that knowledge, pull that energy field down to the base of your brain. Open up the base of your brain and just let this energy flood down into your system. You're downloading and assimilating knowledge directly from the galactic center now. Knowledge of how to do this. Now feel your whole bodies begin to radiate. That's the vibraports, I call them, in the surface of the body, in each chakra system level. That's in a resonance and attunement with everything in the universe. We are living, radiant biocomputers that are in a direct attunement through this incredible system of bioelectric communication that we have internally and through our psychic system, through our group mind consciousness of our soul consciousness, as well as our human consciousness. We have the incredible capacity of mental telepathy, unification of intent, intent simply being the operational function of sending desire and will from the indwelling soul down to the 0 point of the heart, and through that into the 0 point of earth. Do that now. Send our intent in the 0 point of our heart now, directly into the 0 point of earth, and feel that resonate out with the 0 point of the sun, the source of all of our incredible energy. And feel yourself just come into enlightened attunement with the sun. Now know that the sun is in enlightened attunement with every other star out there in our galaxy. Reach beyond the sun now into attunement with every star in the galaxy, and feel the return flow come back from our brethren out there who are leading us, who are teaching us right now how to do this. And that with the awareness that it actually can be an audible flow of communication that we've been learning how to work with through our World Healers group. And we'll demonstrate that for you. Rachel, will you please use the bowl to hit the frequencies to open up the flow to the galactic center?
Okay.
Open your hearts to the flow. Let it work within and through you. Feel changes occur in your body as you listen. Through your own resonance, reach out through the Wolf Spirit radio system, everyone on the internet. Radiate this flow of energy, this information that's coming into us, to everyone out there. And to everyone that you'd like to introduce to this program. Many of you are drawn to this program for healing, and that's the attractant that leads you to us. That's the benefit you'll receive from us. How do we heal on all levels? The greatest healing is this of learning, of enlightenment, recognition of who you are and the moreness that you are. These energy flows can work directly with the energy you feel pouring out your hands right now, with the direction of your indwelling soul to the 0 point. You can direct these energies and flows to change the frequencies and to further empower that, to help you to raise the frequency of anything your intent is focused toward. Open your foreheads now and open it up and just think about the photon belt, the pure light energy out there in space that we're moving through. The photon belt. Let that drop down through your system. And the first thing we want to desire, we desire to have, is clarity within our own systems. Clarity to release the dysfunctional and disharmonious patterns and programs of the hard disks of our biocomputer. Let go now. Let this photon energy wash through you, clearing you, releasing, letting go. Clairvoyantly see each one of your chakra levels become a glowing, radiant light, reflecting the color and frequencies of that chakra level within your cells. Move into the light. Become the light of the photon belt. Feel your whole system being stimulated. Feel every cell in your body, the assemblage of the DNA in the cells. They'll only assemble to the level of your need. So let your need be enlightened to the degree that you're capable of sustaining that at this time. And there are many levels of enlightenment and skills, but let's open up and let the process begin. This is what enlightenment is internalization of knowledge. So that every day you're a little more enlightened than you were the day before. And the unified field of consciousness that is our soul consciousness now, our unified field. The deepest desire in our heart is to be in dominion, to resonate love and compassion and understanding to everyone we encounter. So we become radiant, living lights, directly radiating the photon energy through us into our field of consciousness and into the world fields of consciousness. Through the power of the Christ within us, we acknowledge who we are, what our potentials are, and allow the Galactic Center to welcome us into the higher frequencies. Because the reason you're hearing the frequencies you are is because we are of such low frequency that they had to step down incredibly even to communicate with us to this degree. So lift yourselves up into the light, that light that's blazing in your third eye right now. Move out into that light. It's in the resonance of this in a wave around the world. Every one of you who are anchor points around the world become a radiant antenna of light now. And this light, this resonance, these frequencies are clearing Earth's mind of the old domination patterns and forms so people can begin to instinctively make right choice. Through the power of the Christ within us, we acknowledge our Christhood. It has always been there. It's always been waiting for us to become alert and awake. Stephen is in direct contact with higher beings, the realms of consciousness. Open your inner minds now. Let Stephen radiate to you self-awareness of who you really are. And feel it in your heart center as we remove the cloaks, the veils of ignorance from your hearts. Move your awareness deep within your heart now to that tiny point of light that is the indwelling spirit, that aspect of the God force consciousness that is the force that holds you and everything in form. Move your awareness into that. Identify with it. Become one with the source. Now feel and direct unconditional love from that source, the creative force of all things, into earth mind, into the chakra system of earth itself, the living devic forces of earth that are the energy forms that hold all living things in being in the subtle energy field. Send love into all the innocent fields of consciousness of nature. Express through your heart that we're here to bring nature back into wholeness and fullness. We acknowledge our responsibility and our ability to do this. And we feel the heartbeat and hear the heartbeat of earth responding to us. Now many of you who came to for healing tonight, know that you are being healed. Simply put your point of attention on your need and feel it happening, coming back into harmony with earth, releasing all the disharmony that created your conditions, whatever they are. They are simply there to prompt you to wake up and open up and return into the light. Now we direct our attention in our unified field to those in the financial system of the world, and we send love and information to those who are creating the new financial structure, the transition into dominion. We reach out through our psychic centers with intent to everyone who is involved in the financial world in any way. Send them love and the desire to create harmony and dominion in the banking system. And we're working directly with Earth Mind, resonating this through Earth Mind, through the grid of Earth Mind, around the world, affecting every person involved in the world of finance, helping them to understand the principles of dominion, prompting them to create a process that will be beneficial and workable by everyone. We particularly extend to the Chinese people, the entire race, the Oriental races that are becoming the financial power structure of the world. They have expressed that they want to bring the world into dominion. So we go into the hearts and minds of every one of them, helping them to understand that it becomes a policy of their government to care and be in nurturing regard for all the other humans on earth. We direct the galactic flow now to the European financial structure that created the capitalism structure of consciousness, and the Illuminati, the families that hold all the power. We direct to them unconditional love and the inner prompting to use their wealth, to distribute their wealth, and the Saint Germain wealth and all that stored wealth that's available, distributed back out to the people to create a structure in dominion. They too shall evolve. We hold that desire, expressing only peace and love and empowerment to them. We are no threat to them in any way. They only have, in their own manner and form, to accept this which is rising in their consciousness, the true principles of dominion, and the universal love of the galactic flow, powered by the photon energy of higher frequencies, higher potentials within each human on earth. through the power of the universal consciousness within us. We send the light of love and regard around the world. Now there's a block in our throats. That block is in direct resonance with our root chakra, having to do with survival, and the need to recognize that every creature on earth has the right to survive according to its own need, its own cycles of nature, its own desire to express life to its fullest, and to pass their genes along for the next generations. We recognize and acknowledge our human need, our human agreement to be in dominion of all things on earth, of life having DNA, to nurture, bring into balance the abundance of life, the resources of life, the fulfillment of life. And with that, we bring in the knowledge of controlling our own populations so we don't over demand resources. Now you hear the galactics talking to us. They're talking to us through your heart. Feel the love, the intent, the knowledge, the empowerment. Feel your DNA being reassembled with the knowledge of the galactic flow, the galactic beings, using the photon energy. The reason you can't hear the words is that it's a different language structure, but they send the intent to us through these frequencies of sound, incredibly speeded up so that we can hear and radiate, feel the frequencies directly into our own systems, and our own systems are responding through the light language, the language of light. And to step that down, so Rachel, can you give us a message in the language of light?
Yes. Shalamokohole shalamakotwa injiri adwaki ahe amakohoni. Jatori bakahale shalamakuturi makahani shanama. Andre amuria dakahashalema. Dori makate shaloma kohone shane. Aluma etwalia. Hetwa kishale adwakima. Inje shalamakundre ama.
And so it is. And still holding this connection, open your eyes. And know that you are a different person. We thank the Galactics, we thank Stephen. And all the light beings who are assisting in this progression of consciousness. Most of all, we feel the love, feel incredible love pouring into us. We recognize we are radiant beings of love ourselves now.